Hi everybody, it's Father Rich from Immaculate Conception and St. Jude Mission. It is Wednesday, March 12th. We are continuing the Gospel of Luke today, and this is Luke chapter 11, verses 29 to 32. Luke writes, "While still more people gathered in the crowd, Jesus said to them, 'This generation is an evil generation. It seeks a sign, but no sign will be given it except the sign of Jonah. Just as Jonah became a sign to the Ninevites, so will the Son of Man be to this generation. At the judgment, the queen of the south will rise with the men of this generation, and she will condemn them because she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom of Solomon, and there is something greater than Solomon here. At the judgment, the men of Nineveh will arise with this generation and condemn it, because at the preaching of Jonah they repented, and there is something greater than Jonah here.'" What is greater than Jonah here? The answer is Jesus Christ. And everything in this particular passage from Luke is pointing to the fact that even in Lent, we're still remembering that Jesus' death was not in vain, that we are the people of the resurrection, that the cross is not the end of the story, but that resurrection is our song that we sing as Christian disciples, that there are always new beginnings. There's always hope. There's always a way forward. And that's exactly what Jesus comes to tell us. He's the sign, and his resurrection is the sign of his love and his mercy and his compassion for us, his beloved. And as he offers that to us, we have to offer the very same thing to others, the mercy, the compassion, because we're living in his resurrection. And he's asking us, do you really believe it? Do you live your lives in such a way that you're living in the radiance of resurrection? That everything about you, even though there are bad days and bad moments and feelings come, ultimately we are a people of hope, knowing that resurrection is our story. That's what's greater than Solomon here. That's what he's talking about. We have to remember that on this journey, it is tough many times. We struggle, we suffer, there are crosses. But in all things, his resurrection wins, and we're absorbed into that winning love. That's what this is all about. Seek him. That's why Lent is here. Just like the Queen of Solomon came and searched, she was searching for wisdom. She was searching for answers. We have the answer. And his name is Jesus Christ, and his love for us in and through his cross and his resurrection. God bless you. Hi everybody, Father Rich Jasper from Immaculate Conception and St. Jude Mission Church. Today is Tuesday, March 11th, and we are in the Gospel of Matthew. This is chapter 6, verses 7 to 15. Matthew writes, "Jesus said to his disciples, 'In praying, do not babble like the pagans who think that they will be heard because of their many words. Do not be like them. Your Father knows what you need before you ask him. This is how you are to pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.'" I remember one time visiting somebody who was dying in the hospital. And in that space, I remember the person was very unresponsive. But in that final moment, as I started to pray the Lord's Prayer, the person was able to wake up and pray this prayer. And I thought to myself, how powerful are these words? That the final words of that person who was leaving this world to enter eternal life, she remembered the Lord's Prayer. And in this prayer truly is everything that we need to hold on to throughout our life. That God truly is our Father. That all he asks is that we are willing to do his will and to trust his will in all things, even when we don't understand. We know that he ultimately wants our good. He wants us to be holy. He wants us to love as he loves. That's his will. That's what we're challenged to do. And within that will and living in that will, we also then have to be able to receive his forgiveness, ask for that forgiveness, and then offer that forgiveness to others. And if we do, and when we do, our lives are changed. We're changed and transformed in such a beautiful way that in that space then, the kingdom is built around us and we become kingdom builders. And I just think that's such a beautiful understanding of the Lord's Prayer. Sometimes we say it so quickly, and sometimes we say it without much thought. And maybe the challenge for today, take the Lord's Prayer and prayerfully sit with it and just let the words speak to your heart. What does God want to say to you about him being a father, a parent who loves you, about the need for forgiveness and offering forgiveness, about getting and receiving our daily bread in Eucharist and also in the gifts that he gives? Take some time today, spend some time with the Lord's Prayer, and let that prayer be such a part of your life that every day it's on your lips, even until the very end of the journey, when as we make our way back home, perhaps the final words on our lips as well will be, "Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name." God bless you.